I think so. In the same kind of realm as these protecting of the roles, the roles are going to change. Microsoft has changed some of the permissions associated with roles throughout time, and they've certainly added them. I think we're up to like 125 now. So things just get completely crazy when you're trying to, uh, I do not envy the administrators these days by any means. But in addition to that, I say separate administrative accounts for a lot of these roles. So that's one thing that can kind of be a battle for some organizations and some administrators is convincing them that, hey, you need to have a separate administrative account different from your productivity account that you're using to administer, Intra or Intune or Exchange or really anything that can have that really high impact. I mean, I would even take it into that tier one realm, beyond even just like those tier zero assets. We need to protect those administrative access controls with everything we've got.
I certainly agree with what you're saying there as well. So one of the things I would really kind of call out is just-in-time access, cloud-only accounts, phishing-resistant MFA, not just separate accounts, but very specific separate accounts to manage these environments, because otherwise, right, you're just putting your organization at risk. And let's be honest, for certain Intune actions, we're probably not doing those Intune actions on a regular basis. There are some that we might be doing on a regular basis, but more of the destructive actions that should be really limited as well.
Ideally, in the ideal world, you have three accounts, like your daily, your regular account, then you've got a tier one or an operator account, and then you've got your admin account where you get these overprivileged accounts that have the ability to destruct everything, right? And an Intune admin kind of sits with me on the top level. Even if you're not managing directly tier zero infrastructure in Intune, you are, or the chances are that you are managing devices through Intune that do have access to that tier zero, which kind of puts it right up there, right, to make that distinction. So I think that layered approach is a must-have from the get-go, but then also within the Intune platform, being able to segregate off certain roles and responsibilities. Like you don't need to be able to wipe devices, or not everyone does need to have that, or not everyone needs to have access to all the devices, especially if you're having privileged access workstations. Like if you do, like lots of organizations still are not at the point where they have pause, even though they should have. But if you have them and you manage them through Intune, then you don't want the regular admins, i.e. your tier two admins or tier one admins, to be able to get to those pause. So you kind of have to have separate policies, separate tagging, a potentially separate set of people dealing with that, and having that structure clear from the get-go will help you make sure that you have a clean path moving forward.